show you what's here, and then you can come back.
Yeah, sure.
It's been a perfect year for daffodils and a perfect year for the magnolias. Some years the magnolias will freeze out. This year we had several threats, but the magnolias have done beautiful.
The setup is very cool.
You'll see here some of Allison's work here and there. There's my Costa Main down there. See, all the bags have been broken out and they've been spread in that bed.
Oh, let's go down. All right.
So we will know. This used to be a single bed. Now we broke it into little paths. And when we get a new perennial in, why, we'll come out here and we'll try it.
So you've got, all right. This is great.
I don't know. You want me to go down and see the whole? Yeah, they're going. This is, incidentally, this tulip. This tulip is Ivory Floridale. It will eventually turn white, and the blossoms will be about 6 inches high. And what's beautiful about it, and I've noticed this over the years, you can take it, and even if it's only one tulip spotted here and there, it's absolutely beautiful. Oh. This is the kind of thing she does. This is her little baskets. We also do fairy gardens, we do troughs, we do workshops. Here, these are going to be 2 workshops here, 1, 2. People will come in and plant it. There's a little basket.
So Allison puts together these?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And this is something we just put in here, this little alleyway. And because it gets hot, so we put this in.
Oh yeah, it does get hot.
We're in the process of sketching. This is my wife, Mardelyn.
Hi, I'm Cameron with Costa Main.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I want to get the pin.
We're just doing a little video.
And here, of course, is what, this is absolutely a sickness.
Tree.
This is the kind of, we have, as you can see, you'll notice my dense planting of things. All the succulents, and we have trays and pots and...
So this is a sickness? This is an obsession?
An obsession. It's an obsession. And I read in an English book, be careful that you don't overplant because you won't have any space left, and that's what's happening.
Okay.
She has a question.
Yeah.
Here's one of my,
These are cute,
incidentally,
too.
one of my...
Yeah.
Oops, there's our chicken. This is one of my, I keep telling my staff not to touch it. This is a hybridized plant, South African, and that's the only pod that I have, but I'm expecting it to be quite something. See the strange things that happen with some...
Oh, you get some really unique plant material.
Yes, and watch yourself. And every now and then, someone like my employee will bring back something that I don't have.
What is that?
That's a euphorbia. There's the... Interesting. Is we're up against a mountain, the escarpment, very famous escarpment, geologically speaking.
Special with these.
Oh, these are the magnolias.
They have,
It's
they
like
have
it's
festivals
snowing.
in
In
Japan.
when this happens in Japan, it's just a major day in the religious world. Here they are growing. See them growing up the stem? Kind of interesting, isn't it?
Very cool.
We bought this property in the middle of winter here to grow tomatoes, 12 tomatoes. And we said, gee, Albella, when spring comes, this place would really sell, so we better buy it now, and we did. So we went right up to the mountain. We promoted these.
This
This is our little pool here. That's a trough, and that spills over with water in the season. Yeah. There's Ivory Floridale again. See how beautiful it looks? Just a couple of them sitting among the ferns and the plume and the wood poppy. It's just tulips in there about 20 years. 1 year eaten by deer, but still They survive under the magnolias, which is quite surprising. And over here, further, is a lovely little picture. 3 days here and the whole world changes. Here are Virginia bluebells and a daffodil called rosewood, which is now all white, but is a deeper rose earlier in the season. And oddly enough, a weak daffodil, but still beautiful. There it is among the Virginia bluebells. Okay, those are ephemeral, so in 1st of July they'll be down. There'll be no foliage, nothing, they'll be gone. There you can see the escarpment in the distance. Interesting enough, you can see how far behind the river birch is. See it? And there was a magnolia Dr. Merrill. When I bought it, it was sort of flat. So I slapped it up against the chicken coop and kept it flat. Oh, here's an interesting picture. That's Diphyla, 2 days old.
2 days?
So in 10 days, that'll be up about this high. The leaves will be about that big. Little white flower followed by a blueberry. And that plant, when it's 10 days from now, it'll be just like this.
Wow.
Very. I just sold all my bamboo.
You sold it all?
Oh, I had
One person?
I had 5 or 6 pots all going one trip. This is bamboo. It's the big. Last year it grew that high. It's never grown quite that high before. This is last year's bamboo, and just now, out here you'll see where the bamboo is breaking ground. This year we're going to take and run a fabric. Get it? Zigzag through the straight bamboo to here. Maybe white, maybe red.
That's awesome.
Our favorite boxwood, Vardar Valley from Czechoslovakia. There it is on top of a stone wall, never burns, never does anything, is blue foliage, grows absolutely beautiful, and will grow in the blackest shade. Here's the bamboo coming up. This will go up again 10 days, it'll be up here. You can almost see it grow. This, if you have it on the edge of a lawn, you can just saw it off with your lawnmower. And once you've cut it, that's it for the season. So it's somewhat controllable, but also vigorous. This is about 15 years you see here. And another very strange thing about it, in addition to sound, the titmice live here in the winter. And you'll hear them calling even after dark, which I find very strange. So that's about it.
That's awesome. This is a really interesting garden.
Here, yeah, this is Allison again. We have a lot of chairs usually set all throughout the nursery. People come and sit. There's an interesting story. When older people come here, if I know it and if they're in the car and will not get out because they can't, I will go around and pick a bouquet for them and I will give it to them. And about 6 years ago, a woman came at Christmas and she said, you know, my mother just died. And there was only one person she remembered in her whole life, the man who gave her the flowers. So that's one of the things that makes our business interesting.